咁好啦，咁所以變咗喺呢度咧，我想約略講少少關於 Webbot 去最近最新嘅，即係當我而家同你講嘅時候咧，其實我係啱啱喺大約3個鐘頭之前咧聽過佢哋所查出嚟嘅資料啊。咁佢咧經過2個月嘅總結啊，因為呢2個月裏邊你會發覺啲資料不斷係浮現、重複又重複。佢話查完之後佢又重複講呢啲，咁所以變咗佢就覺得咧係好可信嘅就係咩咧？而家我哋將要進入5月嘅時候咧，我哋就會見到咧5月咧會出現好大嘅動盪，而喺5月6月嘅時候，佢覺得咧會出現一件嚴重嘅事咧，就係乜嘢咧？嗱，咁其實係2個月前已經開始講啊，咁但係問題我而家講嘅時候咧，其實香港已經有呢個先兆，就係個股票市場咧淨發癲咁上升啊嘛。但係佢其實係2個月前至到啱啱呢幾個鐘頭前咧，都係講緊一樣嘢咧。佢話股票市場會動盪到一個階段咧，突然間咧，將會我哋喺5、6月嘅時候會見到咧，中國嘅股市全部狂跌，瘋狂咁跌，跌到個階段咧，出現恐慌到個階段咧，政府要介入，而最尾咧導致中國一定要做一樣嘢，就係咩咧？就係要公佈俾全世界人知道佢有幾多金，而因為佢公佈嘅金嘅量咧，係遠超乎全世界人嘅估計嘅，咁所以咧就會導致咧幾日之內咧，全世界所有賣金嘅地方咧，幾日之內就清晒佢啲金噶啦，清袋啊，1Q 清袋，全部啲金賣晒，咁而咧導致咧啲金狂升啊，而導致咧喺去到7月、8月、9月嘅時候更加嚴重啦。去到嗰陣時候咧，佢就話咧金又狂升，銀又狂升，但係銀升嘅幅度就會大嘅。咁喺短時間內，你會見到咧金同銀嘅對比咧就係8比1啊嚇，唔係而家1比20幾咁樣嘅嚇。咁佢就會升咗高咗好多嘅。而佢話到9月嘅時候，甚至咧會喺啲字顯示就係一啲人直情甚至咧啲金珍貴到咧就話啲人話喺自己隻銀牙度拆咗啲銀牙出嚟咧去賣錢啊，因為實在太值錢啦。咁佢就講呢個嘅波動咧會影響全球出現咧好大嘅經濟崩潰啊！因為點解呢個？因為夾雜住食物唔夠嘅饑荒啦，咁導致好多嘅小生意咧，佢講明係小生意咧，就全球大量嘅執笠啊，而導致咧啲金銀價狂升先，跟住咧就導致呢一個 Bitcoin 去升嘅。咁呢個咧佢就喺呢2個月當中咧，都常常浮現翻呢啲資料咁，所以變咗以唔同嘅 angle 喺2個月當中咧出嘅 Webbot 都係講呢樣嘢㗎。
2015年4月23日晚上 ，Webbot 網站上載咗最新嘅 Webbot 錄音分享，內容包括中國嘅股市爆破將會影響全球經濟。原因，當中國經濟因為股市爆破而崩潰嘅時候，使到中國政府迫不得已要公布佢哋嘅黃金儲備數量，從而令到人們突然驚覺中國政府擁有黃金嘅數量遠比估計嘅多。由於股市令人損失大量金錢，因此為咗保值，喺中國甚至各國引發黃金、白銀、比特幣搶購潮，導致金銀、比特幣價格狂升。
Might as well start off with the top here. We've got a lot of data about the Chinese market crash, the upcoming Chinese market crash, and its impact on the globe. It's going to have a huge impact on gold, silver, and Bitcoin, as has been noted in previous reports, where we show a situation where the stock market crashes, all of the Chinese housewife day traders, Mrs. Wang and her cousins are basically thrown into a loop because there's no outlet for that what had been a gambling instinct. B, the money gets all tied up and screwed up as a result of the crash process. Liquidity gets a little bit wonky, where it sort of works and it doesn't work in the Chinese system. Data is showing the Chinese government gets quite a bit freaked out by this crash and starts instituting controls that they didn't want to have to get into, and the populace certainly doesn't want to see anything up. Nonetheless, it leads to the gold and silver rush by many of those same Chinese housewives that used to be gambling on the day trading. And then when all the gold and silver dries up, then it goes to Bitcoin, and it has a subsequent push into the Bitcoin. It's about that time that we get the Chinese, the word on how much or close to or something better lie on how much money or gold, it's the same thing, the Chinese actually have. And we end up with this thing that the data sets are calling the minerals drain. And by minerals, we're talking gold and silver. To some small extent, some other metals in the platinum group, but primarily gold and silver. And the drain is going to be seen as as a consequence of and related to, but not actually caused by, the Chinese housewives turning to gold and silver when their day trading mania is beset by regulation and crashes. Now, we're seeing a lot of this stuff from the perspective of silver. The reason that is because there's apparently going to be a huge pressure that's going to come out on silver, coincident with, although I can't say whether it's ahead of or slightly behind, but coincident with the Chinese leaking, announcement, however it'll come out, about their quantity of gold. So at that same time, there's going to be an actual greater level of emotional excitement around the silver market than there is around gold. And that's really saying something, because when the Chinese come on out and say this about gold, or whether it becomes known about the gold, their total amount. Now, here's actually the scenario that is sort of suggested by the data. Chinese, really quick, the Chinese stock market crashes. There's all kinds of, and I'm talking about lots of them. Millions, probably tens of millions, maybe. Housewives involved. Lots of families are wiped out by this. There's this rush to real money in the form of gold and silver. There is a lot of questioning about the ability of the Chinese central authority to keep things under control and to provide adequate liquidity or whatever, stable markets or something, to the point that it must, for their own internal reasons and to reassure their own populace, become known that the Chinese government has this vast hoard of gold held in the name of the people.
事實上，近期白銀市場方面亦都產生咗明顯嘅變化。由2012年開始，當銀價從歷史性高位回落之後，摩根大通反而慢慢不斷增加佢嘅白銀儲存量。雖然佢哋不斷增加白銀儲存，但係白銀價格卻係違反供求定律，隨住需求增加，價格不升反跌，令到採礦商嘅收入下跌。原因佢哋藉住紙銀投機方式，一方面拋售更多紙銀，另一方面卻係大手購入實銀，甚至到咗2015年開始，摩根大通所買嘅白銀量更加係每日100萬安士。其實每年地球白銀總產量亦都係大約為3億5千萬安士，即係每日100萬安士。摩根大通所購入嘅白銀量，正正係地球每日產量嘅總和。